The topic for today is the new ethics code for behavior analysis. Don't panic, it's not going into effect until next year, but it's important to talk about it now because as we're already halfway through the year, 2022 is going to be here before you know it. The first one I want to talk about is giving and receiving gifts, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who was like, whew, when this one was updated. So it's 1.12, giving and receiving gifts. So because the exchange, and this is directly from the ethics code, because the exchange of gifts can invite conflicts of interest and multiple relationships, behavior analysts do not give gifts to or accept gifts from clients, stakeholders, supervisors, or trainees with a monetary value of more than, drumroll, $10 or equivalent purchasing power in any other currency. And $10 is USD, so United States dollar. Behavior analysts make clients and stakeholders aware of this requirement at the onset of the professional relationship. A gift is acceptable if it functions as an infrequent expression of gratitude and does not result in financial benefit to the recipient. Instances of gift giving or accepting ongoing or cumulative gifts may rise to the level of a violation of this standard if the gift becomes a regularly expected source of income or value to the recipient. Like I mentioned, this was kind of like a sigh of relief. I want to give a scenario, and you guys let me know if you've ever been in this scenario. So there is some kind of a school team meeting at the end of the regular year, so right in December, right before the winter break. And it's a big interdisciplinary team meeting. There's a special education teacher, a general education teacher. There are administrators present, maybe like the supervisor of special services and the principal, the case manager, the occupational therapist, the physical therapist, the speech therapist. Perhaps the parent also brought somebody to support them, and the parent is at this meeting. So we're talking about 10 or more people present at this meeting. And the meeting goes lovely, and at the very end, the parent pulls out, a bag and hands everybody there, each of the team members, as just a token of her appreciation for the hard work for, his or her son or daughter, a $5 Dunkin' Donut gift card. And this is back in 2016, so this wasn't in our code of ethics. We were supposed to refuse that gift. And so now how uncomfortable in front of the principal, the parent, everybody, that you have to now refuse this $5 Dunkin' Donut gift card. It's uncomfortable for a lot of reasons. Behavior analysts already have a reputation for being arrogant, for not working well with others, for only caring about the data, and being very narrow-minded. This doesn't help dispel that reputation at all. The second part of it, you're not the only one who got the gift card. So even if you're saying that you have to stand by your ethical code, does nobody else at that table have an ethical code? For the guidance counselor who's there and the school social worker, do they not have a code of ethics that they follow? You're just now you're even seeming even more condescending than that. And then you're harming the relationship not only with the parent, but now with the team members who, besides with this particular student, there might be other students or other cases that you guys are on together. And it's harmful, and it has such a negative impact on that relationship. I think being in the field for quite some time, I've gotten a little bit more savvy as to not in the middle of the meeting being like, no, thank you. Being a little bit more discreet, a little bit more quiet, kind of doing almost like a pay it forward, oh, you love Dunkin' Donuts, you could take this one. But it's very awkward and uncomfortable. And so I'm happy to say that I'm looking forward to that end of the year when the parent just is giving a very small gift to everybody, that I can now take it and say thank you, so that it just helps to promote and maintain that bond, that relationship that you have with the family. Does anyone have an experience they'd like to share?
It's definitely going to make things a lot easier, especially when we're in the homes with families, multiple times a month, just there for observations, we're there around the holidays, we're there all the time. We're kind of part of their family because we're there so much. And, we always have, or at least I do, a couple families that we're close to, and they're always offering, do you want coffee? Do you want water? We're here around dinner time. Have some of our dinner. Come sit down with us. And it's always that awkward, and you don't feel like you said, friendly, or we have that arrogance around us where we're like, no, I don't want your coffee.
We're too good for your coffee.
As starving as I am, I don't want
yes, I've been here for
dinner.
6.5 hours.
But not that now I'm gonna like pull a chair up at their dinner table and say now I can do this, but now it won't be as like awkward when it's like, you know what, yeah, I can use a cup of coffee. I'll take that.